We've all eaten food before. If you hadn't, I don't even know how you're here right now. Like, congratulations, I guess. But for those of you who have had school food before, you know that school food is just on another level. It shouldn't even be called food at this point. It had to be made in some type of lab. I wouldn't be surprised if it was leftover food from the rats that they test in the labs. First of all, it has no color. It looks like dog food. And not only does it look like dog food, but it also tastes like dog food. Not that I've tasted dog food before, but it tastes like what I would imagine dog food to taste like. So let me bring you back to a time when I was in school. Now I remember it was the first day of school and it was lunchtime and people were telling me how bad the pizza was. They tried to warn me, but guess what? I didn't listen. So I went up to the line, got myself some pizza, and tell me why the pizza didn't even taste like pizza. That was the most driest pizza I've ever had in my whole entire life. They must have cooked that thing in a volcano because I don't know how it was that dry. But then again, it wasn't even burnt. How do you manage to get something that dry without burning it? Had my pizza tasting like the Sahara Desert. And don't get me started with the crust. I have no idea what they did to that crust, but that crust did not taste like bread. I don't even know how to describe what it tasted like. It tasted like if you were eating bread, but you took everything that tastes like bread out of the bread. Like, bro, what did these people make the bread with? I don't even want to know, because it's probably something really bad. It's probably better that I don't know. I don't know, I'd probably rather eat sand than eat that crust again. And after that day, I tried not to eat that pizza ever again. But you know, some days I kind of had to. They had limited options there, what can I say? But best believe I never ate that crust again. I don't know whether they put uranium, plutonium, whatever they put in that crust, I'm not eating it, bro. I would rather eat raw broccoli than that crust. And for those of you who like raw broccoli, hey, good for you, I guess. But me personally, I could never. Oh, but if you thought the pizza was the worst story I have from school food, then you've clearly never eaten school food before. So this time, it was early in the morning, and you know how they serve breakfast at school? And so I see something I've never tried before. It's a brown rectangle box looking thingy. So I asked the person who's serving the food, I was like, what is that? And they told me it was oatmeal bread. So I was like, hey, I like oatmeal raisin cookies. What could possibly be wrong with this loaf bread looking, oatmeal looking, I don't even know what it looked like looking thing. So I took the first bite out of it. Not only was it dry like most school food, going down my throat.
Pause.
Like some sandpaper, about ready to clog my throat. Pause again. If I ate the whole thing, I probably would have stopped breathing, because it probably would have just gotten stuck in my throat.
He can't keep getting away with it! He won't.
And mind you, it's the beginning of the day. It's like the morning still. Like, bro, it's too early to be trying to end your students' lives, bro. Like, if you're gonna try to end us, maybe save it till like after school or maybe lunch. Like, not in the morning, bro. Like, bro, my day just got started, bro. I got more classes to go to. And you're already trying to end my life. And I haven't even told you how it tasted yet. When I tell you this oatmeal bread was the worst thing I've ever had in my life, I mean it. I better be getting compensation from the school by the way that oatmeal bread made me feel, bro. I might have to sue the school, cause that oatmeal bread tasted so bad. I kid you not, my throw up tastes better than that. I probably would rather starve than eat that oatmeal bread again. And don't get me wrong, the oatmeal bread did have a little bit of sweetness, but it was sweet and sour. Now if you're thinking, oh, sweet and sour is not that bad, you're right, it's not that bad. I actually love sweet and sour chicken. But no, this oatmeal bread was something different. This was like the final boss of all sweet and sour breads. Now don't think of it like sourdough bread with like jelly on it. The best way I could explain it is like if you had a sweet loaf bread or pound cake or whatever you want to call it, and imagine you just poured mayonnaise all over it.
Brother, what's that?
And mustard on it too. And don't forget, it's still sweet. And then to top it all off, you put some oats on the top. I don't think that did it justice, but I try to explain it to y'all. That oatmeal loaf bread was so bad I probably wouldn't even feed it to my dog. And even then, my dog probably wouldn't even try to eat it. It would probably sniff it and walk away. Might even start barking at it because it thinks it's a threat. And don't get me started what the bread looked like. Oh my goodness. The bread looked like if you mixed poop and throw up and you made it into a bread form. I'm getting flashbacks, bro. I don't know what type of bread they baked this thing with, or even if they even baked it at all. But it was brown, but it was like the same color brown as your poop, which is disgusting because you're eating that. And it kind of looked like sand. So think about this. Poop brown with sand on it. And then it had little oats on the top to distract us from the fact that the rest of the thing looks nasty. Like the oats were the only edible looking thingy on that. And mind you guys that I had a choice to eat this. I could have eaten something else, but no, I chose to eat this. I can't blame nobody but myself, bro. I took a look at that and I put that thing in my mouth. I don't know, man. I'm just disappointed in myself, I guess. Okay, enough talk about that oatmeal bread. Because if I think about it any longer, I might throw up. Okay, so macaroni is one of my favorite foods. So when I saw they were serving macaroni at the school, I was like, I gotta try that. And it didn't even look as bad as the other food. So, I was getting a little excited. I thought I was in for a treat, but oh boy, was I wrong. Now, the macaroni was served with the side of buffalo chicken. So I ate the buffalo chicken first because it was easier to eat. And hey, the buffalo chicken was actually kind of good. But when I got that spork and I dug into the macaroni and I put it into my mouth and made that first bite, all I can say is that it was one of the biggest mistakes in my life. It wasn't that bad, but you get what I'm saying. Now, before you guys ask, no, it was not worse than the oatmeal bread. Nothing ever comes close to the oatmeal bread. But what I can tell you is that did not taste like macaroni and cheese. How do you mess up macaroni and cheese that badly? The cheese didn't even taste like cheese. It tasted like porridge. This macaroni and cheese might be the closest thing on the school food list to dog food. Think about it this way. It had the texture of applesauce. Now, the taste, I cannot describe it at all. I've never tasted anything that tasted like that ever in my life before. I might gotta send that to a lab to get it tested, because whatever they did to that macaroni and cheese should be illegal. I'm not even mad that the macaroni tasted bad. I'm mad at the fact that they messed up my favorite dish.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Schools always find a way to ruin something that's fun. Now, since I did talk about all the bad things about school food, it's only right that I talk about the good. Now, I know this is not food, but it still deserves to be mentioned. The school chocolate milk is so good.
Oh, Lord, don't get me salivating and fantasizing about things. Oh, my God.
After you shake it up, it's amazing. One of the best things to ever touch my tongue. So beautiful and sensational.
Sensational.
So good, I want a pool of school chocolate milk in my backyard. And also the normal milk was good too. If they found a way to mess up milk, I might have actually sued the school system. Like, no joke. Like, for real, I would have sued them. Like, sometimes I joke about suing, but nah, I probably would have actually done it. But then again, I've never had bad tasting milk in my life. Like milk from cows, except for spoiled milk.
He needs some milk.
Also, the apple juices, the orange juices, and the grape juices, those were good too. I would see dudes pulling out full heists for those thingies. I once seen a dude stuff a full bag full of those orange juices, like it was a GTA heist. Like, bro, it's not that deep. You could come back tomorrow and get the same thing, bro. The orange juice isn't going anywhere, buddy. Like, bro, talk about an orange juice fiend, bro. And I'm telling you, it wasn't just one person doing that. I saw multiple people getting so much orange juice and apple juice and all the other stuff. Like, bro, like, is it really that deep? I don't know, man. People amaze me every single day, and sometimes it's not for the right reasons. Don't get me started with the spicy chicken sandwiches. That might be top 3 all-time school food items. Chocolate milk is obviously number 1. We'll get to number 2 later. Even though the bun was always dry, the chicken patty itself was so good that it just saved the whole entire thingy. And when you put the ketchup on it, because they gave you ketchup, it would solve the dry bun problem. Now, remember when I said people were feeding for orange juice? Well, there was 2 other items that people were feeding worse for. Obviously, number 1 was the chocolate milk. People used to be begging all the time saying, oh, you got extra chocolate milk? People grabbing like 3-4 things of the chocolate milk. People stacking chocolate milks. I once seen a dude drink 8 chocolate milks in one sitting. But the other thing was the chocolate chip cookies that they would have. It was like a limited time item. It would only come like once a month or something like that. But when it did, when I tell you people would be begging on their knees for these chocolate chip cookies, people would literally see me have my chocolate chip cookie and I'm about to eat it in my mouth and they'd be like, oh, you gonna eat that? Like, what do you mean am I gonna eat it? I'm literally putting it inside of my mouth. I once seen a dude pay money for a chocolate chip cookie. I kid you not, he literally paid $1 for the cookie. Like, bro, what do they be putting in these cookies? I'm telling you, people will be having fights for these cookies. It was bad, and I feel like the only reason why it got to that point is because it was a limited time option. If they gave them every single day, I promise you it would not be that bad. But nah, the schools want to be like Playboy Cardi and wait till 5 years to get the next cookie. Out here like ASAP Rocky saying the cookie's coming out on Friday and it doesn't come.
ASAP?
Yes, sir.
Rocky!
Yes, sir.
But anyways, in conclusion, bro, if you ever see oatmeal bread at your school, bro, do not eat it, bro. I'm telling you, if you possibly want to pass out, then go ahead. If you want to throw up, then yeah, you could do it. But no, please do not. I'm begging you. Oh, and guys, I also did get a new mic, but then I used it and I didn't like the way it sounded. So I'm just gonna stick to this, guys. But anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wake up, filthy. I'm working on dying.